Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video, the video game series in which we look at a soon-to-be released game and I give you my first thoughts and impressions on it. Today we're looking at Keeper Mansion Deluxe Pinball. It is by Pinball Studios, and it's exactly what it says on tin. It is a pinball simulator type game. There are 3 tables to choose from, and it releases on the 15th of November, or tomorrow from the time of recording this video. As always, we'll look at the settings, of which there are none, so I won't be looking at settings. You've got controls and that is it. And then we'll jump into the game. What I will say is I'm not very impressed. I'm going to be comparing this to Pinball FX, which is a game that's been out a long time by, obviously, Zen Indies. You can actually get that game free on the Switch, and right off the bat, it's a much better game. It's much more fleshed out. There's a lot more to it. And there is a lot wrong with this game. So let's jump into the actual game and I will show you some things that I like and a lot of things that I don't. Alright, we're in the game. Now, the game says it's got full controller support. I tried using this with a controller and it works, but I have no idea what the controls are on controller and it's just not very good. So it is easier if you just use your keyboard, since the only paddles you really need to worry about are S and L. So we're going to hit start, and straight away you're going to see one of the biggest problems I've got with this game, and that is that it has this weird zoom action and you can't see where the ball is or what the ball's actually doing. It's really nauseating, this constant camera movement, and if there was actually any settings that you could use, you'd be able to turn it off, or at least I hope you would. It's basically this game's version of a motion blur, and it's horrible. It is nauseating and is making me feel rather ill playing it. The other problem is, if you get into some of the special zones, right, there's a way that you can get into the house and stuff, it zooms into the roof, but you can't actually see what's going on. So you're being zoomed in, and you're not being able to see anything, and then you've got to kind of like get ready to come back in it. The other problem I've got with the game is there isn't really a lot to the table. There's not a huge amount that you can sort of do with it, right? There's not that many features, and actually unlocking the features is quite difficult because the table it's not a very long table, it's quite short. And obviously, again, being used to a feature like Pinball FX being a lot more fleshed out, it feels like it's just coming short. Not just in table length, but in actual features and things that you can do. I've not played the other tables yet, so I can't say how they compare, but I would assume that they'd be fairly similar. Score-wise, it's not that hard, but again, it leaves a lot to the imagination. There's not a lot going on, and it just feels like there should be more. Now, what I will say is that the graphics of the table aren't bad. They're pretty good. The ball movement seems pretty accurate, which is something that a lot of pinball sort of games can get wrong. The graphic in the top left, which shows you your score, it would be nice if that was integrated. And again, I feel a lot of that is sort of ruined by the fact that you've got this weird table motion going on all the time. It would be better if, again, like with Pinball FX, is if they had the score on the table. You can see how they've got like a score thing that you can never see. It'd be nice if it was there and there alone, and if the table was zoomed out a bit more. Like, everything just seems like it's in the wrong resolution almost. It seems like it's just been put on top. And then the whole, like, you know, view your leaderboard rank, you must first upload. Leaderboard can only be retrieved once per gaming session, which is a bit weird. And I don't expect there's going to be many people playing this anyway. As for the price, I don't actually know. It doesn't seem to be showing me on the storefront, so I'm hoping it's a free-to-play game. If it's a free-to-play title, it could be something worth your time, maybe. Just because it's free. But you've got to be able to get over that weird sort of camera movement that I personally cannot. For that reason, I cannot recommend this game, because if a game is making me feel sick and there's nothing I can do about it, there are no options in order to change anything, that's a big, big red flag in my book. But there you are, guys. A really quick video today. This has been the Tomb Keeper Pinball. Comes out tomorrow on the 15th of November. Don't forget to leave a comment in those comments down below, and I shall see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.